Hello and welcome everyone. I bring you another episode of the Canadian Cricketer today. And after two left arm spin all rounders, I have one of the best top order batsmen in Canada. And believe me when I say that he can hit, he can really hit the ball. And when I said that, I'm pretty sure most of you have assumed who might it be. Yes, it is Mr. Aaron Johnson. How are you, sir, today?
I'm doing good, Thanks for having me. How are you?
And I'm very happy to have you in my studio. We're doing this podcast to introduce our local heroes, Canadian cricketers, cricket celebrities to our viewers. So, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. But before I talk about your cricketing career, let's talk about Aaron Johnson. Who is Aaron Johnson? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I would say, first of all, thanks for having me. And I'll definitely say Aaron Johnson is just not a youngster from a small town community in St. Catherine, Jamaica. And, I'm like every other cricketing fan out there. I always dream of being a cricketer, That's all I wanted to do. And fortunate for me, my dream has become a reality, So Aaron Johnson is just a youngster who dreamt and finally find a way to live his dream.
That's pretty cool. Most of the cricketers start playing cricket very early in their age, but some make to the top level because they're talented. They do something different than everyone else, and they make it to the top. Aaron, when you were a kid, did you play any other sports or felt like, oh wait, I want to try something else other than cricket? Have you tried anything else?
I think the only thing else was something called marble.
Oh,
marble.
Yes.
Yeah, that you.
Okay,
That's it.
pretty cool.
I wasn't good at it, so quickly I turned back to cricket.
Hey, cricket takes those pointing things and making sure you hit the target. You still well, is it different? It comes from there.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what I used to play, and I guess playing even marble was played and enjoyed with my brothers and my cousins. And same thing in cricket,
Right. Aaron, did anyone else play cricket in your family?
Yeah, my grandfather did, my uncles did, my cousin. I have a cousin who played for Jamaica first class team. My younger brother also is in British Columbia now. He plays for the same club I played for in British Columbia.
Okay.
And so I have a set of family members who are pretty good, and I think my younger brother is way more talented than I am. I can
Oh,
tell
really?
you that, yes.
We got to meet him soon too. When did you come to Canada?
In 2019, I moved to Canada for
nice.
cricket. Yeah.
For cricket.
Yeah.
And you came to BC first and then started your career from there.
Yes.
All right. Aaron, before I talk about your cricket, I had the opportunity to share the field with you. And I've heard people calling you by different nicknames. What is your favorite nickname which you've been called at?
I wanted to say the big man. I don't know why, but
The big man, yes.
a lot of people call me the big man. I don't know why, but it gives you that sense of when people call you that, you have some responsibility, right? You don't just take that name and run with it.
But the responsibility comes with respect too, right?
Yes,
Because they have expectations from Aaron Johnson because they know Aaron Johnson can pull off miracles, as you have for Canada as well.
I wouldn't say miracles. I don't think I have superpower, but I do believe that, it comes with some level of expectation of what you have shown over the years. And again, as I said, like you have certain dreams and aspirations, but then when you play and people see you play, know that it not only bring joy to you, so what you love and what you do is bringing joy to others, and that is a satisfaction within itself.
Right. Aaron, that's pretty amazing. So let's talk about cricket a little bit. Cricketers, there are many type of cricketers. There's spinners, fast bowlers, batsmen, wicketkeeper. What made you a batsman? When did you decided, okay, I am going to become a batsman, and that too, not just an average batsman who just goes after bowling from ball one?
I think, again, as we talk about marbles, like I wasn't very accurate, so I turned back to cricket. And if you think about it, I probably wasn't the best bowler, so I had to bat. And I think that if I look back to when and where we played cricket back home, we had limited space to play cricket. We were playing on the road, and you would have the neighbors, they have fence around their place, so you couldn't hit the ball in those areas. You had to learn how to hit the ball straight. And,
Okay.
and there was so much vegetation over. If you hit it straight and hit it on the ground, you wouldn't get any value for your shot. So I think hitting it straight, you have to hit it for 6 to get maximum value.
All right, you have to hit straight and
Hit
a
it for
big
6.
one,
Yes,
and make sure
yes.
that it crossovers.
Yes, so
Okay, and in that we have seen a lot of that in GT20, a lot of that when you were presenting Canada, and those who play cricket in Canada, they've seen a lot of it on the ground too. I'm pretty sure if someone's bowling to you, they hated it, but that's what cricket is. What's has been your best innings of your career so far? Which is more valuable to you? Most valuable to
I
you?
think the most valuable innings for me is I made 100. I made 106 at trials.
Yeah.
Before I made the national team,
Okay.
and I've made a few hundreds. I have international hundreds. I have a lot of club hundreds. However, I think that's the most significant 100 for me in terms of getting to the national team. And then I guess after that I showed the world what I am capable of. It was great responsibility. But I think that 100 was the defining moment that moved me from a semi-professional to actual professional cricketer.
Okay, and you have a couple of hundreds in international cricket. I'll talk about it, but before that, you just mentioned semi-professional to a professional cricketer. Let me ask you this because a lot of my viewers know that I play cricket too. I have played decent cricket, but what makes a club level cricketer like me different than someone who's professional, playing in the same condition, playing in the same country? What is the major difference there?
I think from my point of view, I think that it comes down to dedication, right? It comes down to what you're willing to sacrifice, you know. And as you said earlier, we share the field together, and I can tell you this: in that game that we played a game together. The first game we played, I think you scored like 30 something very quickly.
Yeah.
I think I went on to score 70 something.
70
not out.
or 80, yes, that's correct.
However, I don't think you have any idea of the pressure you took off me when you hit a few boundaries early.
Right.
Because everyone was expecting me to hit those boundaries. But because you took that pressure off me, that gave me the comfort or the platform to build my innings, even
Correct.
though I'm seen as a big hitter. That day I couldn't hit from ball one. So as you said, what's the difference between semi-professionally and professional? For me is that we have the same skills. We have the same skills, but probably I have less responsibility outside of the cricket field. So I probably have more time to go to the gym, you know, watch cricket and learn the ins and outs of how to construct an innings more consistent. Or I have the sheer drive and passion to focus on just the sport only, while we have the same ability to hit the ball over the fence, but time that I'm spending in the gym and I'm working on my craft, you're probably sitting around a desk doing a job, or you have to be out
That's
in
correct,
the
yes.
construction field, or whatever duty you're doing that you need to
Make
pay
a
your
living.
make a living technically. So
let me put it this way. So my priority might not be cricket.
Yes.
It's just a secondary option for me, where
Yes.
for Aaron Johnson, cricket is the priority and
Yes.
everything else comes second.
yes, 100.
Okay.
I think that's the only thing that defined me from a semi-professional cricket.
Okay. Mr. Aaron Johnson, I am going to say this. Being in the media box in GT20, we were discussing players. And when we talked about you with other analysts, and I'm just not saying this because you're sitting here, I actually believe it. You are extremely talented and have amazing eye-hand coordination.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were threatened, the opposing team threatened by the name of Aaron Johnson if he can damage early. So does it help you as a batsman to gain your confidence, or does it put extra pressure on you where there's high expectations?
I think it work hand in hand.
Okay.
It work hand in hand, especially depending on the occasion. It depending on, as I say again, how you prepare yourself coming into the game.
Right.
Where you are mentally, the people, the support staff you have around you. Because if I'm sitting in a setting where everyone in the room is like, oh, you have to do this, that's added pressure on me. But if you're sitting in an environment where the professionals in the background, they're like, don't worry, see the ball, react. Because they trust in, as you said, that iron coordination, and they're open to the fact that once you take the field, you have a 50-50 chance of succeeding and failing.
Correct.
And there's no added pressure. Then you go out there and you just perform because you know your ability. But you start doubting your ability or believing in your ability based off the support staff that you have behind you. So it worked hand in hand for me.
Viewers, I have Aaron Johnson with me. He is one of the best opener Canada has produced in recent year, and especially when we're talking about the modern cricket, Aaron is up there at top, making bowlers uncomfortable. That being said, Aaron, I do want to talk about your international career a little bit. We want to touch it. First of all, it's very happy moment for any cricketer to represent the country, right? You didn't only represent, you have scored a couple of centuries.
Yes.
One series against Oman, they had no clue how to deal with Aaron Johnson. How did it feel?
It was again, as a surreal feeling, like I remember taking the first game, my debut game for Canada.
Yeah.
When I walked out, when I crossed the rope, it was just about, for me, I remember exact words I said to myself.
Okay, I want to hear them. What, do you want
The
to
exact words were like, this is what you dreamt about. Just enjoy the moment.
Okay.
Like, this is happening for real, I flew from Canada, we got to Oman, we practiced, we got ready, but then when the toss was spinned and we know we were going to bat, and I went out there to bat, it's like, it's finally happening, right? So that in itself for me, I wasn't worried about who was bowling. I was just lost in the occasion of making my debut as an international cricketer.
Well, Aaron, I'm sure there are two now, but by the time you end your career, there will be a lot more centuries in the name of Aaron Johnson and in Canada for Aaron Johnson. Aaron, playing World Cup,
Yes.
in front of huge crowd, and team against Pakistan and India, knowing that you're gonna play against them, and then going to bat to face one of the best in the world. How was the feeling going in the field? And then, of course, I've seen people talk about you bashing few good bowlers. So facing them, do you just face them as an average bowler coming to you, a club bowler coming to you, or you actually in back of your mind it's there, oh wait, Bumrah might be coming bowling to me, or Shaheen Afridi might come into bowling to me and the ball's gonna come in?
Again, I think I did an interview earlier, before the World Cup, and I said that while these guys have done it over and over and over again, they're international, they're some of the best in the world.
Right.
For a reason.
Right.
Some of them will go down as all-time greats.
Right.
However, they're human beings just like me and you.
Right.
Right? And it goes back to where I said to you, we have played on the same pitch. I'm playing internationally, you're playing.
Right.
But we're all human beings, we have the same ability. The reason why they're doing so well for so long is because they believe in themselves.
Okay.
So if I take the field thinking that you're better than me,
then you cannot achieve.
You will never achieve.
Right.
I don't need to take the field thinking I am better than you, but I need to take the field that I am good enough. And once you take the field into that mindset, then trust me, it just become like another ball coming to you.
Okay. When playing for Canada, what is the best game Aaron Johnson have played? Of course, many cricketers have talked about, they've talked about beating Ireland in the World Cup. That's a big achievement. But what is personally best game for Aaron Johnson playing for Canada?
So we got to the World Cup, but one of the best game I think it's so I'm thinking here we have quite a few, tell you, because I think
what's more valuable for you? I mean, which comes to your mind right away?
I scored a 47 against USA.
Right.
When we were trying to get ODI status, and that was very, very significant to me
Very valuable.
I think because if a lot of people watch that game, you would see where I'm used to hitting the ball around. I think I scored 40 yard from 50 yard balls or 60 yard balls.
Okay. So under 100 strike rate.
Yes, and that was really necessary for the team based off the position we were in. After 10 overs, we were 9 runs, 3 wickets down. So I had to dig deep at that point, and I remember I was on about 25, and an umpire, I was at the non-striker end, and the umpire looked at me, and it still stand out in my memory. He said that he has umpired a lot of international games, and I am the most calm cricketer he has ever come across. And it's not because I was not under pressure, but I think I was so zoned in at that time where nothing else fazed me. So that was very, very memorable to me.
And people who like to hit the ball hard, generally they're very. I am one of them. I like to open. I like to go after the bowlers. There are many cricketers I've seen. They're very fidgety. They want to keep doing something. But you just said you were very calm.
Yeah.
It's very unique characteristic in an opener, modern opener actually. Yeah.
I would say that, but again, as I said, like I've always been like that. You know?
Okay.
And I do believe a lot of people who don't know me think that I am arrogant because I probably don't talk a lot. But once you get to know me and I get comfortable with you, then I open up. I will be the life of the party.
Yeah.
But
We'll talk about parties too.
yeah. So again, as I say, like I think it's about situations, you know.
Yeah.
And I think the amount of cricket I've played helped me to know when I need to be very
Right.
aggressive and when I need to take a
gear down.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, and I don't really talk when I'm batting. You have batted with me once.
Yeah.
I don't talk when I'm batting. I will say everything I possibly can when I'm feeling. When I'm batting, I am not saying anything.
I remember batting with you because that was special for me because you were playing GT20, you were playing for Canada, you were one top scorer, everyone's taking the name of Aaron Johnson, and I got to bat with you, so I was very excited. And I remember coming and talking to you, and you said, "You're doing good." That's all you said. Just keep going.
Just keep going. Just relax.
Yeah. So that actually helped. All right. We talked about Canadian cricket. I want to talk a little bit off cricket now. I'm gonna play a rapid fire game with you, but before that, let's talk about Aaron Johnson Home Cricket Club. What is home? If I tell you, Aaron, what's your home cricket club? What is that?
So I'd say home for me is, I've always tell people, Kingston Cricket Club, Sabina Park, International Stadium. One of
That's Jamaica, right?
Yes, that's in Jamaica.
Okay.
That's one of the iconic stadiums around
Oh,
the
the
world.
stadium. Okay, of course.
Yes. So it's home because that's where I learn most of my cricket.
Okay.
And I've made a lot of friends there. I've played a lot of cricket with, you know, people like Fabian Allen, Brandon King.
Right.
I've played against people like Kennard Lewis, Jermaine Blackwood, Andre Russell. I've played a lot of cricket there, right? Jerome Taylor, you know, so Cattrall. So I've played a lot of cricket there, and I have a lot of fun memories. You know, one thing we have been winning some trophies recently, but we didn't, for the team that we had, we didn't manage to
win as many as you could have.
Any at all.
Oh,
so
really?
that was one of the biggest downfall. But then I think that's my home. You would say that's my home club.
Okay.
I'm still in the group chat with them, even though I haven't been there for 7-8 years.
Would you like to go back and play with them again? Any opportunity?
The thing is, if I go back to Jamaica, I will actually move back to a different club because Kingston is about 45 minutes drive away from where I am.
Okay.
So I'll play for a different club.
Let's talk about local cricket in Toronto, Vancouver. I'm actually going to throw that question a rapid fire, so I'll hold back. What is a home club for you in Toronto? Because I'm asking this because I want our viewers to come and watch you, because the whole purpose of doing this show is making sure that the viewers are actually aware that who our cricketers are, who our heroes are, so they can come and watch you. So which club do you play for, and where will they be playing their cricket mostly?
So I play for JB Masters,
okay.
and I think most of the games are at King City.
Maple Leaf Cricket Club, King City. That's
Yes,
correct. Yeah.
and this year I'll be playing I think mostly T20 and T25s with Brampton Royals.
Brampton Royals Cricket
Yes,
Club.
so I'm not sure where the venues are, but it's some.
I can talk about it. So the venues for Brampton Royals Cricket Club would be Batsman Park, Andrew McKendall's, and Terramoto Park, which are all in Brampton, and they have a pretty good team. And Aaron will be there. We interviewed Parveen last week, and he was also part of Brampton Royals. So that's a solid team.
Yeah, they have a very good team. And,
They have a very good team.
And I can tell you when I was asked to play, I tell them that from the outside looking in, I think they have a star-studded team, and I would love to play with these players rather than against them.
Against them, right? So, Aaron, you played a lot of cricket in Jamaica. I want to go to the rapid fire, but it's so much fun. I keep want to talk to you. When you played cricket in Jamaica, came to Canada, what is the major difference between the two countries?
I think, I've said this several times, that I think Jamaica is more of a cricketing country.
Right.
Right? Canada, we have cricketers, we have people who love cricket, but the infrastructure, I would say the coaches. We have a lot of people who know cricket, but we need people who are dedicated their time to cricket. You know, I think cricket is kind of a part-time thing here. In the last 18 months, it has become semi-professional, professional, right? And we still have a lot more work to do. So I think coming here, the culture, the difference was that the lack of professionalism. You know, people turning up to the games on time to play. Cricket, you have to turn up before. You have to turn up an hour, hour and a half before, warm up, get in. You know, so it's just these simple little things that make the game itself progress better. You know, like, I think it was very surprising to me to see that we're on AstroTurf rather than playing on actual turf wickets.
I
So
think weather plays a role in it too, no? Because if it's like in April, we're almost at the end of April, and last week it was in minus. So
yes, definitely. So as you say, the big difference is that just all the external factors that we have to deal with here. You still have the love, you still have the passion. I think you have more passion here for cricket than in Jamaica.
Oh, really?
But it's just that, as you said,
There's a better infrastructure, there's better facilities available.
and the external factors, you have to do what you have to do, right?
Aaron, one last question, and I keep saying that because I'm having so much fun discussing with you, that are you content, are you happy with the way your career have come across so far and the way towards its heading?
I would say that I'm grateful. You know, happy. I think happy is not a word I would use to describe it. I would say I'm grateful. As I say, as a child, I wanted to play cricket. I wanted to play international cricket.
What is the ultimate goal for Aaron Johnson as a cricketer?
I want to keep enjoying the game. You know, I would say for the last 6-8 months, I haven't really been enjoying, and I think it has shown in my result on the field. And people might say where I'm heading. I think I'm heading in the right direction. I think everything in your life, things come in your life at the right time, and I'm still a national player. Even though I'm not on tour, I'm still a national player, and I've had very good communication with the board, and I think they have communicated well with me in terms of their intentions or their direction for me as a player in the system. And I am content with that, and I'm working very hard to...
I have to say this. I've seen many cricketers. I've been playing cricket. I've been in infrastructure playing Canadian cricket for 20 plus years, and talent like you, I'm pretty sure you're going to be back in the team and rocking the Canadian side again, maybe next tour. But Aaron, I am very confidently saying that there's some people, some cricketers who leave an influence on the future cricketers to come, and you're one of them for sure. You're one of them for sure. So that being said, let's jump into the rapid fire. So the rule of the game is you have to answer right away and very quickly. Okay? Don't hold and don't wait. So very first question, which I actually asked in already, Toronto or Vancouver?
Canada.
You gotta pick one, man. Just putting you on the spot. I know you love people from both sides. Okay, Canada. All right, Canada. Aaron went with the diplomatic answer. All right, Aaron, football or soccer?
I would say soccer.
Soccer or basketball?
Soccer.
Soccer, okay. Because you're West Indian, you're born in Jamaica, so I'm gonna take two names. Pick one. Chandrapal or Brian Lara?
Lara.
All right. Who was your favorite fast bowlers when you were growing up? Courtney Ambrose or Wash?
Walsh.
All right. Let's talk about other batsmen from around the world. Kane Williamson or Joe Root? Who is your favorite?
Root.
All right. Babar Azam or Mohammad Rizwan?
Babar Azam.
Babar Azam. Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma?
Virat.
All right. Now, this question is, I ask all the cricketers, because we have so many different formats of cricket, if Aaron Johnson was selecting a test team, who would Aaron Johnson pick? Sachin Tendulkar at his prime or Virat Kohli at his prime?
I had this conversation yesterday.
All right, okay.
Yesterday.
Okay.
And
I'm talking about test cricket here. Huh?
Test cricket, both, and someone said to me, Virat might not make India's all-time test team. I say to them, I disagree.
Okay.
And I say, Tendulkar has won a lot of games for India are batted, like has scored a lot of runs for India, but I think Kohli has won a lot more games.
Okay.
So I would definitely go with Kohli because I believe in match winners.
That's a different view, but not many people will agree, but that's a view which I can relate to as well.
And the reason why I said I do believe that, like someone like VVS Lachman, he has won a lot of games, probably not score much runs. So it's different. So for me, I love match winners.
You're saying that I take match winning performance with low runs versus a non-winning performance with a high run.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
All right. What about ODI? Virat or Tendulkar on their primes? Virat. And
No,
T20 is easy. Okay, fine. All right. So let me twist a little bit, go towards bowlers. If Aaron Johnson is opening and he has two bowlers and Aaron doesn't want to face one of them, who would he less likely want to face between Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis? Because a lot of my fans, a lot of my viewers love Wasim and Waqar.
I would rather face Waqar.
Over Wasim.
I would face Waqar just because he's a right-hander.
Just because he's a right-hander.
Yes, it's easier to. So no matter how difficult he is, it's easier to pick up the ball. So yeah.
Okay, let's move away from cricket. Let's talk about some entertainment. So, who's your favorite actor?
Liam Neeson.
Oh,
No,
Liam Neeson.
no.
No, okay.
Actor.
An actress? I
I'll
don't need
say
a
Halle
name.
Berry.
I don't need a name. I don't need acting performance. I want to know
Halle Berry.
who Aaron Johnson would look at and say, I like this girl.
Ali Berry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Little bit of politics. Who's your favorite US president?
Honestly, I don't even follow that much.
All right. One last question, and that is, if Aaron Johnson were not a cricketer and still an athlete, what sport Aaron Johnson would be playing?
I probably could be a goalkeeper.
In soccer?
Yes. I was a very good goalkeeper back in my school days.
Oh, you were?
Very good.
So why did you ever think about wicket keeping? Because
I have.
You have wicket.
I have wicket. And if things had went to plan, I would have actually kept wicket for Brampton Wolves the first year I played.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you wicket keep. So
I
don't
actually
know.
wicket keep in British Columbia quite
really?
a bit, and have quite a few.
Oh,
a few.
you're a perfect all-rounder. I've seen
No.
you bowl off spin. I've seen you field well. Now you're telling me you can wicket keep too. Wow, pure athlete. Aaron, thank you so much for joining today. I'm pretty sure our viewers are going to love it. But before I let you go, I want you to talk directly to our viewers. And if we're going to talk directly to our viewers, what would that message be?
So my message to the viewers, not only the Canadian viewers, but any young cricketer out there that is getting this message, is that, be passionate about whatever you do. And cricket does have its ups and downs. And I think especially here in Canada, we are on a very good trajectory. And I think that for us to continue climbing, we have to, one, be dedicated to our sport. And the most important thing, I believe, is being your brother's keeper. That's something I do believe. I think this is not golf, this is not tennis where you're playing by yourself. This is not track and field, this is cricket. So you have to find a way to be good teammates. And I think once you are a good teammate, then you'll enjoy the sport. And once you enjoy it, then the results will come forward. And I would say to everyone who is running leagues and trying to get this professional setup the right way for Canada, it's patient. We have to be patient about it, and I think we have to find a way to work with each other and make sure the sport flourishes for all of us.
Thank you so much, Aaron, for joining today. It was a pleasure to have you. Viewers, this was the episode today, and I have one of the best batsmen in Canada right now. And believe me when I say he can really hit the ball. That being said, this is very important for me, and I'm repeating this again. We need cricket to grow, and in order to do that, all the cricket fraternities and all the viewers of cricket and lovers of cricket need to know cricketers in their country, and that's why we have these cricketers here. They're not just special, they are representing our country. With that, they are representing all of us as a cricket fraternity. This is The Canadian Cricketer. I am Salman Arshad. See you next time.